How y'all doing this morning? Me, I'm doing good. I know I'm supposed to be doing the Country Wayne skits, and I have not done them in a minute. And there's a reason why. I had a conversation with someone about positive mindset, and I cannot wait for y'all to hear it on my podcast. It was a great conversation to have somebody else that's talking about grief, not just from the physical version of death when somebody leaves this earth permanently, but the part of you that needs to die in order for a new version of you to become. The old chapters have to close in order for you to have a new beginning. You can't have a new beginning if you don't let go of what was. And you can't look back like the story of Lot. So I just needed a moment to revamp, let go, relinquish. I had a bad past 2 days of losing $1,100, and I'm still trying to cope with that. But I learned something very valuable, that even though I lost the money, I know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm going to get through it, and I'm going to get, past it within time. It's going to take some time to get through it, but I will get through it as I always do, because I'm a survivor and I have been through much, much worse, and I'm still standing, and that's what's important. So even though right now you may be going through the worst time of your life, and even though you might be wondering, how did I get here? How in the world did this even happen in the first place? Stuff happens. Sometimes you don't even see it coming. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you think, you know, this could never happen to me. But unfortunately, it does. And you're thinking that, you don't understand how this could have happened. You don't understand how this situation even got to where it is. And you feel like everything is falling apart. But as Annie said, the sun will come out tomorrow, because tomorrow will always be a new and better day. And even though right now it may seem like that it's not going to be okay, it will be. It may take a little bit of time, but it will get there. Why? Because if you keep on dwelling on the coulda, shoulda, wouldas, it don't matter. You didn't do it. And all you can do is just say to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to dwell on this. I'm going to focus on what is and what will be at the moment. I'm not going to worry about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. I'm not going to worry about the fact that it didn't happen. I am going to deal with the emotional side of it, absolutely. But I'm not going to let it affect me. I'm not going to let it bother me. I'm just going to do what I need to do for me and mine. That's it. That's all. And that is honestly the only thing you can do at the moment. Even though you want to, try to get through it, at the end of the day, we all have our battles that we have to face. And the one thing that I'm learning now, that when I become the person I want to be at this point, even at 51 years old, it is no longer about what everybody expects me to be, who everybody wants me to be. It's about who I want to be and who I want to become. It's not about what everybody else thinks and how they feel, because honestly, I don't care. What matters is that I'm living my truth, and that As long as nobody else is impacted and affected by it, I don't really care at the moment, to be honest, because I'm not going to sit around and worry about the things that I honestly just cannot control. So I'm not going to sit around and worry about the coulda, shoulda, wouldas. What I am worried about is now. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about what could have happened, what should have happened, what would have happened. It just is. I'm not going to sit around and yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wanted to cry. I really, really did. But crying is not going to change the circumstance of what happened. So I'm not going to let it affect me now. I'm going to continue to get through it. I'm going to continue to work my way through it. And that's just it on that, you know. The point is that I'm going to sit here and continue to do my podcast, eventually get celebrities on it. I'm going to continue my Country Wayne skits. I'm going to continue my coaching. I'm going to continue to help people eventually have one-on-one. I got my first clients, which is a couple, and I'm helping them through their journey of their situation and their marriage, which in turn will be a good reference for other people. So I am starting to get one-on-one coaching. So the good thing about it is over the weekend I will be working on paperwork and getting all the paperwork done, getting the journals done, getting that part done, and then working on the courses as I go along. So, you know, even though this happened, and I could sit here and be like, oh my God, this happened. Well, I'm going to do what I can always do. Just say, you know what, this happened. I'm just going to continue to move forward. I'm going to continue to, wait till next week. Because luckily next week, it will get paid. And that's just it on that. And that is what matters. Is that it will get paid. And that's all that really still matters. Is that it gets paid. So as long as it gets paid, even though it's late, it will get paid. May gotta pay a late fee. It's okay. It will get paid. And that is all that really matters to me. So I'm going to continue to, push through, continue to work hard, continue to be the best version of myself, and just say to myself, we're going to get through this. Because we're not going to let this thing get the best of us. Because we done been through worse and we still standing. And that's it. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my God, this happened. Well, it happened. It happened. So ain't nothing I can do about it. So at the end of the day, this new version of me is just like, it happened. And I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to continue to work hard and continue to just be the best version of myself. And continue to say, this is only a temporary setback. And even though right now I can't do nothing about it, but it's okay, because I will get through it. As I always do. So that's how I look at it. So as long as I know that the sun will come out tomorrow and I'm still here, that's all that matters. So I'm going to continue to work hard and be dedicated and continue to be the best version of me. And that's it. So I'm not going to let that $1,100 be the thing I'm focusing on today. Because all that money will come back and it's going to triple. So I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to get mad. I'm just going to say, you know what? It's gone. But there's going to be another way for that money to come back 1,000 times fold. And it will. Why? Because I'm relinquishing the negativity. And I'm just going to focus on the positive side of it.